Hi, this is Alyssa Bryan with Virtual Heights Accounting. I am preparing this video to show you how to fill out a TD1 form. All right, so you're going to get a TD1 form from a new employer. It is going to look like this. This is the federal form for Canada. And then you're also going to get a provincial form. They all look pretty similar, but this is the BC form that we'll look at. All right, so federal form, put in your last name, first name, and initial and your middle name initial, your birth date, employee number. Generally, you can leave that blank unless if the employer requires it, they'll fill it in later, um, or they'll tell you what to put in there. So usually this one is left blank. Your address, your current address, and be sure to put your mailing address as well as your street address. Your employer will need both. Postal code, of course. For non-residents only, you do have to put in your country of your permanent residence and social insurance number. Okay, for the rest of it, sometimes accountants and bookkeepers will get these back and they're just all blank except for those things, but you do have to fill out more for it to be valid. So basic personal amount, this is the one that you're likely going to for sure fill out. It's every resident of Canada can enter the basic personal amount, 14,398. So you're just going to put 14,398 right here. However, if your net income is from all sources going to be greater than 155,000, and you enter 14,398, you're going to have an amount owing because you're a high income earner, and any income you earn over that marginal rate is going to be cut out these credits. So at that point, I would say don't put anything there, but really only if you're a high income earner. Or if you have multiple jobs. If you have multiple jobs, you can only claim this amount kind of once. So if you're claiming it for another job and this is kind of a side job, then you wouldn't put that either. Okay. Canada caregiver amount for infirm children under 18. If you take a look at this, if you do have a child that you're caring for under the age of 18, the age amount, if you're 65 years of older, then you would put in 7898. Pension income amount, if you have pension income and this is a job while you do have a pension. Again, those ones aren't as common. This is a more common one I see, tuition. If you're a student enrolled at a university or college, and you will pay more than $100 per institution tuition fees, enter the tuition fees you will pay. So on this line here. All right, some of these other ones, you can take a look here. Just take a quick look. If something looks like it may apply to you, just read in the details. You can also Google it and it will give you a bit more detail. Ultimately, the more credits you put in here, the less taxes your employer will have to take from you. And if it relates to then when you file your personal tax return, then it's going to be more closely matched so that you won't maybe have either a big balance owing or get a big refund. You'll have not paid taxes early, nor will you have not paid enough in taxes. And that's kind of the ideal. If you get a refund, it really means you gave the government your money, too much of your money too early, which sometimes people like for savings, but not always ideal. Okay, number 13, total all those numbers to get and put that amount in this box. Okay, then more than one employer at a time. Make sure you click off this if you have more than one employer at the same time. Total income is less than the total amount claimed. Check this box. If you, for example, put in here that it's even $14,000 and your whole income for the year is going to be $10,000, you can check that box, and no tax will be taken off whatever you get paid. This is pretty common, especially in teen jobs or jobs where you're maybe working. It's a really just kind of bringing in a little extra income on the side. Non-residents, if you are a non-resident of Canada, do fill that in. And then down here, you'll see, again, this is less common from what I see, of deduction for prescribed zones. If you're there, you likely know what that is. Additional tax to be deducted. So this is if you do want to make sure, for some reason, maybe you have rental income, maybe you have something else going on, or maybe you do just want to use this as a savings and you want a big refund come March, April when you file your personal taxes. You can ask for additional tax to be deducted. A lot of people do commonly add, even just 10, 15, 20 bucks, whatever, to make sure their taxes are covered. Again, you're paying the government early if you are just going to get that back in a refund. But if you have other sources of income that, you own your own business on the side or something like that, that aren't taxed, then sometimes adding that can really help ease your owing burden. So make sure to sign signatures down here and then date it as well. So BC form is the same. It's going to actually automatically put in the personal amount for you, and then you add the other ones. Don't forget to still total it on this time. It's claim or line 11. Total it in this box here. And then more than one employer. Again, there's a checkbox for that. And total income less than claim. Again, if you check that, you will not have any taxes taken from your paycheck. So I hope this short video goes over enough. You can always Google each of these line items to get an amount. Ultimately, even if most people just claim the personal basic exemption and then leave everything else to deal with the tax time, and that is totally okay. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for listening.